this is an opportunity not just to make a profound difference in the appearance of your skin, but at a time of year when our sinuses, when our nasal passages, when our mouth, when our eyes, when internally we struggle to hold on to moisture because the outside environment is so harsh and dry. We all know this. If it's humid out, perfect example. When I'm in Florida at HSN,
yep.
I could take a shower, and if that towel could sit out for 2 days and it's still moist.
It's true.
When I'm here in Nevada, I could take a shower, an hour later, it's dry.
Yeah.
So the same goes for our skin, the same goes for, and think, we're breathing constantly.
Right.
And as we breathe, that dry air is coming in, it wants to take moisture with it. We know when we go outside in cold air, we see the condensation when we exhale. That's there all the time. Every time we exhale, moisture is leaving our body every single time. We only see it when it's cold out because of dew point and condensation.
Yep.
And when you're sleeping, and you're sleeping in that dry environment in winter, every breath you take, your skin is constantly losing moisture. That's where phytoceramides, and in this case, algal DHA, come in.
And if you'd like to order the phytoceramides and the algal, of course, winter special, so fabulous pricing, most benefits by getting both, $30 down to $360. Fabulous pricing, $100 off on the 360. That's $100 saving. That's a small price, Andrew, for that one.
And well, that is a ridiculous saving. It's kind of an opportunity. We only introduced algal DHA last year,
recently.
So it's an opportunity to experience it. The most important of the omega-3s is DHA,
okay,
followed by EPA. Our fish oil omega-3s, which of course are available at special pricing through the visit,
yeah,
our Max Essential Omega-3 is 60% DHA, 40% EPA. Our algal DHA, algae focus on DHA. So it's 100% DHA that you're getting with this product, 250 milligrams. At that price, we've never done pricing like this. After this winter special, we will never again do pricing like this. So it's an opportunity to experience really omega-3s from their original source, yep, because fish, as much as we think fish make our omega-3s, they don't. What fish do is they concentrate the omega-3 present in algae. Fish consume algae, they concentrate the omega-3 from algae, they convert some of it to EPA, and that's what we then enjoy. Unfortunately, the cheap supplements you see on the market, they convert most of it to EPA,
right,
which we want to have principally DHA, secondarily EPA. What you're getting with our algae, with our algal DHA product, you're getting the most important omega-3 for the brain, the most important omega-3 for the eyes, and you're getting the most important omega-3 not just for a cardiovascular system, but for your moisturizing system. Combined with phytoceramides, the two together, it's the best 1-2 moisturizing punch you could give your body during this challenging winter season.
Well, we have 5 today's specials coming up. Andrew, your lab coat is under there.
Okay.
I was made the protector of it for this visit. It's under, I think, on the top. We're going to take our tour of the facility, which we're excited about, and of course, after that, we'll go through our 5 today's special. Thank you, sir. Thank you. If you've always wanted to know what it's like behind the scenes, we are about to show you. Yes. Andrew, you've been here in Henderson for how many years now?
For about 23 years, almost the same exact time that I went from QVC to HSN,
wow,
in 1996. That was about the same exact time that we moved from Santa Monica to Henderson, Nevada. And part of it was the recognition. This is like an extra large lab coat. I feel like I'm going to go swimming in this.
They're quite big, aren't they?
Quite big.
They're roomy.
No, mine is a little bit roomier than yours.
We need to get it
but I feel like the Hulk in this. But it was partly the recognition that in going to HSN and expanding our product line, we would never be able to expand our product line in Santa Monica, because the only way we could do so is doing what every other company does, and that means using additives.
Right.
And I refused to use additives. So in fact, at the time, we had even looked at moving to Austin, Texas. We had looked at moving to Florida. But those two locations had high humidity. So the desert here in Henderson, Nevada allows us to make all of our supplements without additives, 100% pure. So that's why we're here, and we've been here for 23 years, and we've expanded, and we're all solar powered. So it's been a fantastic move, a fantastic move.
You've tickled me with the size of these lab coats. Let's go before I start giggling. Okay.
It's like I don't have hands anymore. So now we're out. This is our bottling production area.
Yes.
I often refer to this sort of as our clean production. All our production is clean. All our rooms are clean rooms. But here we're dealing with finished dosage forms.
Right.
We're dealing with capsules. We're putting them in bottles. As you can see here, someone's going to be getting a healthy hair, skin, and nail. So we're dealing with our healthy hair, skin, and nails. Behind us, we have some marine collagen peptides that are all bottled up that are going to be packaged up for shipment. But as we see here, everything we're dealing with here, this is all bottling or packaging. These are high-speed bottling lines that the bottles move through at a relatively high pace. We're actually going to be changing our labeling technology in the next couple of months, hopefully sooner rather than later. So that's getting even changed, so that will become an automated process and no longer a manual process, the labeling. But here, as you can see, we have 2 bottling lines. We have our packaging machines. So it's an opportunity for us in a very, very discreet, clean environment to deal with, we're not dealing with any powders out there.
Right.
We're dealing with all finished dosage form and bottled product. So when we move to here, and the way the facility lays out, there's 2 sides to the facility.
Right.
So this side of the facility is really where powders and packaging and everything comes in. And on that side of the facility is where finished product leaves.
Okay.
So it's sort of a sandwich. The bread on either side is where things come in, on the other side where things leave.
Right.
The meat in between is where the work happens.
Okay.
Sort of makes sense.
I like it.
So right here is where the work happens. This is the room where, this is our sucrase. We didn't get to talk about it last night. We'll try to talk about it later today.
Yes.
Sucrase is our natural, we talked about it briefly last night. Sucrase is our natural stevia-based sweetener.
Right.
That sucrase doesn't contain the sugar that, even though they say they're sugar-free, even the artificial sweeteners, they all contain a gram of sugar. They all contain sugar. So our sucrase here contains no sugar. It contains an amino acid. It contains our non-GMO stevia. It's unlike any other sweetener in the world. So that's our packaging machine. That's going to be making our vitamin C. We're going to be doing a product like Emergency with no calories and no sugar.
Yeah.
That will be coming soon. We'll do that there.
Okay.
We'll have a green drink. Everybody's asked about a green drink. We'll be doing that there. All sorts of different products will be on that machine. Down here, I'll try to do this quickly. These are our small blenders. In the past, this used to be our large blenders, but these are now we consider our small blenders. And they're cylindrical blenders, and they basically tumble. As you can see, they're stainless steel. On the inside, they're almost mirror-like in finish. So everything we do, all the equipment we use, if you were in the most sophisticated pharmaceutical manufacturing facility, you would see the same kind of equipment. So everything we do, everything we use is all stainless steel. If I often jokingly say, if we were making over-the-counter drugs, not jokingly, we would be less heavily regulated. So the vitamin industry, everybody likes to say vitamins don't need to be FDA approved. Well, really, drugs aren't either. Once an ingredient is approved and accepted, you just have to make it according to the appropriate manufacturing practices. But when it comes to vitamins, we are all rigorously inspected frequently by the FDA. And actually, I like getting inspected because it's an opportunity for me to see if I'm doing things as I'm supposed to be doing them. Not only do I like to get inspected by the FDA, but we make sure that we get audited independently a couple of times a year.
Wow.
Now this is a large blender.
It's huge.
This is our 300 cubic foot blender. And part of the reason why over the years the costs of our products have come down is normally to do one blend on this would have taken 10 or 15 blends on our smaller blenders. Okay. Every time we do a blend, we have to do chemical analyses, we do assays, we do testing. So if you do one blend, it's now one assay, one test, one to make sure it's homogeneous and all that. Yeah. But if you were doing a dozen blends or 15 blends, it dramatically increases cost and reduces efficiency. Right. So this is, again, this is our smaller blender, but it's still 3 times, 4 times the size of anything we've had previously here before. This is a 150 cubic foot blender.
It's so smooth and so quiet.
And also, when you look at the tolerances in that room, and that's Matt Ryba, who built out this space, my buddy, and built out all these rooms. There's literally millimeters of tolerance in everything there. It's so tightly and carefully designed. And So, and this is our powder filling room where if you get our secure meal replacement in January. This is brand new.
Yeah.
So our very large containers of Secure for the Today Special. In January, you're going to see our new container, our new package, if we have, I don't know if we have a shot of that.
Yeah,
those are pouches for the 100 size. It's more efficient, and we judge everything environmentally. It's more efficient to do the 100 size in a pouch. Wow. So it's now going to be in a pouch. So that's 100 serving size. So that's going to be coming in January. So as you can see, we're now packaging up our Today Special for January. And this is just a cool room where we'll often have a lot of like chocolate or raw materials that need to be stored at a special lower temperature because this is a refrigerated space. So we often have chocolate here, and certain of our raw materials, before we mix them in a product, we don't want them to lose any potency at all, so we store them at very low temperature. So
we talk about that a lot because normally in stores, product sits on the shelves for many, many months.
No. In fact, when we make our products, as you can see, we're only now starting to make the Today Special that's in 4 weeks.
Right.
So typically, I would say 2 months out from a Today Special, no products exist at all. Wow. So we make everything fresh for Today Special. Like these 5 Today Specials, we're not clearing out product. And this is our encapsulation hallway here. So you see all these rooms with like half a dozen doors on either side. Yeah. These are all different encapsulation rooms. Tomorrow I'll show how that machine works. Yes. That's our semi-automatic encapsulation machine. But all of these rooms, all the different capsules in terms of 2-piece powder fill capsules are all filled here. Up above from me here is where we make our soft gels. Okay. So our soft gels are things like our Max Essential Omega-3, our Vitamin K2 MK7, our astaxanthin, our Max L plus E. So those are the things that are made into liquid soft gels. This is a cleanup area here. So it's in between the 2 spaces. This is an area where we bring all our product, we clean them, and then they go back to their work. So when you finish making a capsule run of, say, Vitamin K2 on the soft gel machine, or you finish making a capsule run of, say, Essential 1 on a 2-piece machine, that machine gets broken down, taken apart, and basically reassembled as new for the new product. That's how everything is done. Well, it's just what you need to do if you're going to be a responsible manufacturer. And those are the standards that when FDA comes and inspects us, or when we get inspected by, say, Underwriter Laboratories, UL, we get inspected a couple of times a year. Those are the sorts of things that they look for, that we have to have documentation on all of that for every production run for all our activities. And here, as we see, we're now approaching back from our bottling lines from before. So how are we going to get back in?
We're trapped, Andrew.
So again, we're back in our bottling space. We left the space that is more of the powders and sort of what I consider the more raw production. And this is really the finished production here. As we look out at the space here, these are just all bottling lines. We had the powder fill bottling line back there, which we prefer to keep that in that space. Even though it's bottling, you're dealing with loose powder. So I really want it in that confined space there, where we do all sorts of dust collection, because we collect all the dust and all the material. And here's where we do our bottling. And now the puppies are waiting for us.
And every machine, every light, everything I see is being powered by the sun.
Everything powered by the sun. In fact, I know, Link. Guys. I know, buddy. I know, guys. I know.
Goodness. It's a welcome party.
As you said, everything's powered by the sun. And also, more than a decade